Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who's new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. So welcome to this super special video because, I don't know, I've been saying this a lot lately, that this is a super special video, but sweeties, give me a second, I'll explain to you why this is a super special video. Why? Okay, so I told you a couple of weeks ago, I think it was in one of my new makeup releases videos, that I have PR coming to me and I will not tell you until it gets here what that is or of whom that is. So now I have it. I cannot believe, I'm so small and anyway, so yeah, so I got my first PR of Rebel Rouge Labs. Okay, so I got this package and there were two palettes in it. The Losing My Religion palette, which I'm going to be working on with today. That is the first palette that I have ever talked about in my new makeup releases videos, I think, of Rebel Rouge Labs. I'll show you in a second how it looks from the inside if you're not if you don't know. So it's beautiful. It's even more beautiful than I thought, you know. And then she also included the Suspended in Dusk palette that we just spoke about a couple of weeks ago. I think that came out the beginning of December, or maybe it was around Halloween. It's a very recent palette and it's super beautiful, but I'm gonna do a separate video on this one, of course. And then there's also, I think this is like a body oil, scented body oil. It has like a very like herbal scent to it. It smells super soothing, and I'm into stuff like this a lot because I'm also putting a lot of like drops, how do you say that, like oils into water, like over a candle. I don't know what the right word in English is. So anyway, I have stuff like this, scents like this all the time in my home because it just helps me, you know, with calming down. Alright, it's very hard to calm down in a situation like this if you can just believe, like, I don't know how big YouTubers do this, because when I got this package, I put my whole family on hold. We were about to head out of the house, and I'm not trying to make this into a story time, but it's sort of like this is my life, you know, and this is happening right now. And we were about to head out of the house. My husband came home from the post office. He had picked up the package. I dropped everything. Everybody was nobody was allowed to breathe until I had opened the package. Anyway, so let me just show you this palette that we are working with today. So this is the Losing My Religion palette. This is a very super stunning artwork, and also the other palette has super stunning artwork. And I just wanted to point out that Marianne is the owner of Rebel Rouge Labs, and her best friend is the designer of her palette. They're working together on this, and I'm going to leave her Instagram handle in the description box down below just in case you want to check her out, because she is super talented. Like seriously, you know. I think it's the Risky Rabbit, but I'm going to leave it in the description box. Anyway, so it comes in a sleeve like this, and then it looks like this. It looks like this, and then when you open it up, there's of course this, and then this is how the palette looks. Yes, sweeties. That is the palette, and I just really cannot believe, like, thank you so much, Marianne, because I don't know how I deserve this. Really, I do not know. Thank you so much. Okay, so this is a 12 pen eyeshadow palette. You have 5 shimmers, which is the golden one, the blue one, this one here, which is like a rosy brown, I would say, and then the purple one down here, and the rest are mattes. You can, again, with a palette like this, you can do a neutral look if you're interested. You know, you could take these and this and this and this, or like the gold, you know, and have like a really nice neutral look, or you can go all the way in with the colors. That is so cool, you know. I love palettes like this recently. I love palettes like this that give you everything, you know. This is really cool. And then of course you have a nice mirror right here, and yeah, it's cardboard packaging. Again, the artwork is super cool. So yeah, this is, I cannot wait to dig in and to do a look with this. this. Yeah, just really, I'm over the moon, absolutely over the moon. In case you didn't notice, yeah, that's what it is. So what look are we gonna go for today? Of course, my first glance went immediately to the green and also to the teal, and I thought, let's do a look with this and maybe the gold. But then I thought, no, I just recorded green looks, I cannot do that, and I'm not going to do a neutral look because I also did that in the last weeks quite a bit. So I thought I'm gonna go and do a look maybe with you know, like a rosy kind of a warmer look. My mom is gonna hate me because she says, girl, you look the best with the greens. Yeah, but I cannot only do greens, right? So I think I'm gonna use this one, and maybe those two or something, you know, in this color scheme a little bit. And then for the lower lash line, I have no idea. Maybe we'll do something that is like off a little bit, or maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. First of all, I want to swatch this palette, and you know that I'm a swatch baby, but I want to get better at this. So that's why I just have to, you know, rise up to the challenge. I just have to. So I'm going to swatch this row by row, starting from here and going like this. And I'm just gonna do it. I'm a bit scared because, you know. So yeah, I'm doing this, and that is that. Okay, sweeties, these are the swatches. Like I said, I did that for the first, like, no, it's the second time that I'm doing swatches on camera like this, and I just hope that I'm with time getting better at this. So this is my bare arm. There is nothing on it. There's no primer on it or anything. So just so you know, and it's just one swatch. It's not built up or anything, but I think you can get an impression how the color scheme looks on fair skin. Obviously it's just fair skin, and besides that, it really, like, swatches really sweeties don't really mean that much. It's really just meant to see how it looks against the skin. That's really all it is, because how they swatch does not necessarily mean anything in how they apply on the eyes. And I think there is a big misconception that people think if they swatch well, they also work well on the eyes. Sweeties, you can be really wrong with this. So anyway, that was just like a little bit of it on a tangent, but this is the color scheme. I think I should just stay here, because I think when I go closer to the camera, closer to the ring light, that the colors get washed out. So I'm just trying to gain experience here with all of this. I hope that I'm not messing this up. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think. Anyway, I'm gonna wash this off. I'm going to zoom in, and then we're gonna start with the look. Okay, now that we're zoomed in a bit more, you might be able to see that I am red under my lower lash line. That is just the remnants of a look that I did yesterday, which really stained me. That was not with this palette, just so you know. Anyway, my eyes are primed with the Shadow Insurance from Too Faced, and yeah, so let's go in. And I think, oh, I also wanted to show you how the palette looks after I swatched it, because it looks really nice. You know, I have swatched off camera, I have swatched palettes that looked like such a hot mess after having touched it once, you know, like everything falling all over the place, but this looks really nice. So anyway, just wanted to show that to you, if that means anything. And I think I'm gonna go in with this shade first, a little bit of this one, which is the shade As If. And I'm gonna pick that up on a fluffy brush, which happens to be the Kiko Milano 56. And I'm just going to sort of put that, put that here on sort of the middle part of the space. Wow, that goes on stunning. I did not think that a light shade like this on my skin tone would go on this well. Amazing. Okay, so that is a surprise. Seriously, I did not expect that. The next shade I want to try is this one here in the corner. It's like a red. This is called Cornflake Girl. It's called Cornflake Girl. And I'm going to take, this is the Sigma 40 E45, and I'm going to just take this here at the inner part of my crease a little bit. And then we're just gonna like build it up and like get a transition maybe to either this one, most probably this one, or this one. I'm not yet sure. Let's see how it's gonna look, and then we shall see. Anyway, I also maybe should point out because my husband, when he saw the palettes, he said, "Girl, you are religious. You cannot speak about a palette that's called Losing Your Religion or Losing My Religion." Sweeties, it's not all that serious. It's makeup, okay? I'm not losing any religion. This is just the name of the palette, okay? Yeah, so let's just build this up a little bit. And then we're going to make it transition into maybe that dark fuchsia, or yeah, let's see. Okay, I think as you can see we're creating a really lovely look here. I think next I want to go in with this shade, which is called #First Crush. Okay, so maybe I should take a bit of a different brush, because with the red shade I actually had, with the Sigma brush, it did not work so well. So I then went in with a bit of a stiffer brush, and then it was better. So let's see how the #First Crush works. I'm just going to put that here at the outer part of the crease a little bit and sort of create a little bit more depth in the look. Okay, sweeties, it's time for the shimmers, and I think I want to use two, maybe. I think I want to use the gold at the inner part of my lid, and then this beautiful shade. I love this. I feel these shadows so much these days, you know, like a corally, kind of a peachy goodness. Anyway, so the gold is called Cherubrook, I think. I don't know. And this one is Baby Doll. So let's start with the gold. I'm going to put that on my brush, and I'm of course going to spray my brush because I always do that with my setting spray. And then let's put it on. Okay, I think this works really nicely. I hope you can see this. I really do. And yeah, and let's just do that on the other side. I think this is gonna be like a really lovely kind of sunset look, you know? Who would have thought? Like, I thought that it's gonna be green and teal, but it's not, apparently. Okay, I think this is how much I want to take it, you know, how far I want to take it inside. So let me just get the other shade, which is called Baby Doll. And I'm going to, of course, also spray this one. Oh, this is so lovely. I think I'm gonna, is that how I'm gonna leave it? I think, yeah. I think so. I think this is really cute. The shimmers are nice and buildable. They maybe do not come on as strong as, like, for example, Juvia's Place or something, like on first impact, but you can build them up nicely and like really quickly, as you can see, like this. And I think this is going to be like a nice blended kind of a romantic look, I think. Alright, so let me just do this, and then I'm of course going to do eyeliner and finish my face, and then we are going to come back for the lower lash line. Okay, sweeties, this is how it looks now. Foundation is done. I have not done any contouring or anything like that yet. I want to do the lower lash line, and I sort of have a bit of a hard time deciding. I just really felt the blue on the lower waterline. I totally felt that today because, you know, it's just, I don't know, it was just the right thing. So now what I'm gonna do, I don't know. I'm very tempted to actually try this blue shimmer here, which is called Flannel. Should I try that? I think I might. Okay, so let's just put that on a brush and let's try it, you know. I was really like, on the other hand, I was super tempted to just finish the look in this sunset kind of a thing, but then I thought, it's a first impression. I also want to use as many shades as possible, you know? So yeah, so that's what we're doing. I'm not spraying it this time because this here, I kind of need it to be a little bit more blended, and I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how it looks at the end. Maybe I will put another layer on top of it that is, that I sprayed. But for now, I think I'm gonna have it like this. I think that's good. What are we thinking? What do you guys think? I think this is actually a really cool version of a sunset look, isn't it? It's like sunset over the sea, over the ocean. Didn't see that one coming at all. All right, let me just finish this, put on some mascara, finish off the contouring of my face, and then I'm gonna come back with the finished look, and I'm going to tell you what I think about the palette. Okay, my lovelies, I'm back, and this is the finished look, and I really like it. I really like it. Let's zoom in a tiny little bit so you can see it maybe a little bit more close up. All right. All right, sweeties, what do I think? What do I think about, no, you know what, before I start about talking about the palette, I just wanted to also show you what I used on my cheeks, because that is actually something new that I added to my collection because I got it for my wedding anniversary from my husband, and that is this, what's it called, Extra Dimension blush from MAC, which is the shade Wrapped Candy. This is how it looks. I thought that was really nice of him because why not giving makeup to someone you love? And this is a Extra Dimension highlighter in the shade Show Gold, which has like a bit of a purple shift to it, you know, really like it. Anyway, so that is that. So now that we spoke about that, let's talk about the palette. Okay, Losing My Religion palette from Rebel Rouge Labs. I think the formula wise, I think it is, if I could compare it to something else, maybe leaning a little bit into the direction of Certify, which is a little bit more dry, which also I think makes it way more blendable. I kind of want to try those shadows on a more sticky base, because the Shadow Insurance from Too Faced dries down really, like it dries down completely, and I kind of want to try this on like a super tacky surface and see how they perform then, just because I'm curious, because I like to like experiment with colors and with textures and things like this. So they are super blendable. They are not the most buildable, but it also depends a little bit on the brush you're using. Maybe you saw that before when I put on this shadow, the red one. It is a light red, but I put that on the inner part of my crease, and I just used that wrong brush. I think that was the Sigma brush that was just not suitable for this placement of that shadow. So that was my mistake. Once I then used a different brush, it was much better. So that's, you know, just saying, it's not always the eyeshadows, it's sometimes it's us, you know, sometimes, because eyeshadows are not magic, you know. Anyways, stumbling over my own tongue. I think they swatched really well according to what I can judge. I really also think that the shimmers worked super well. Also, when you don't spray them, because you know the blue I did not spray under my lower lash line. So I think the overall picture is super nice. As you can see, I think that they blended super well. You have to be a little bit careful not to overblend, because you know they shear out when you overblend, so don't do that. But I think that it's a really nice result, and I cannot wait to do more looks with this. And I want to encourage you to follow me on my Instagram or on whatever social media. You'll find it all in the description box down below, because of course I'm not going to film every look that I'm going to do with this, but I'm going to have a photo shoot of every look that I'm going to do with this. So I'm going to do off camera, of course, a lot more looks with this, and maybe at some point I'm going to come back and tell you a little bit more about, you know, how the other shades performed. So anyway, what we use today. This one on first impact was super amazing and a super good surprise. Like I didn't even know that a shadow like this on my skin tone can be like that, you know. That was really good. The shimmers worked really well. This one also worked really well. This one I don't know 100% what to think about it, because I used it with the wrong brush first, and I have to try this one again. Yeah, but everything else, also the blue of course, everything else just from the first impression worked really well. And for me it is always, it's such a like a pressure point to have a first impression of a new brand. It's not like a first impression of a palette of a brand that I know already, right? So that is always, so it almost kills me. Because, you know, I love the stuff that comes into my possession, into my collection, and I'm always very like, are you gonna be good to me? Not you, the palette, you know. And I think this one really worked nicely. But in every case, you're trying a new brand, you always have to learn how to speak to those shadows. I've said that already so many times, and I don't know if anyone ever listens to the end of my videos, but it is so important that you do not go in to like trying a new brand with the mindset of this and this and this is how it's gonna be, because you're setting yourself up for disappointment, and it is so unfair, you know. Don't do that, because it is very important that you take the shades of a new brand for what it is, and then sort of learn how to talk to it. It's like meeting a new friend or someone who has the potential of becoming a new friend, and you sort of have to try to figure out where is your common ground, and what, you know, what does the other one like, what, all of these things. So this is always how I feel about trying a new brand, to, you know, give each other a chance. And I think I'm so glad that I gave this brand a chance, and that I got this palette in PR, seriously, like yeah. So I really like the palette. I like the color scheme. I like the design, everything about it. I think this brand should really, you know, get more exposure. So that is that, and I think the result speaks for itself. I think it's a very nice, lovely look. I hope my mom is going to be pleased, because as I told you, she, like, if it comes to her, she always wants me to do greens, because yeah. But I really do like the result a lot, and I really enjoyed that they blended so well, because sometimes it is really hard work to blend shadows into each other, especially when your base or your eyeshadow primer is not set. But this was super easy. It was absolutely super easy. And sometimes there is another thing that I should mention. Sometimes when I do my eyeliner, and I'm using the gel eyeliner from Il Maquillage, which is a very good gel eyeliner. This is the shade Blackout. They're black. Sometimes on certain formulas, I have the hardest time to get a straight line, because everything, it emphasizes the texture on my lid, and it's just really, like, it's very hard to put down a straight line after that, you know, after certain shimmers. But these shimmers were absolutely amazing, you know. They are super smooth, and the application of the eyeliner on top of it was really easy, and I think you can see that it turned out well. So yeah, so that's what I want to say about that. I of course want to thank Rebel Rouge Labs for this beautiful chance, and I cannot wait to to film with the Suspended in Dusk palette too. So that's going to come up very soon, and I hope you can all be excited for me, because this is huge, sweeties. This is huge. I don't know of any YouTuber, small YouTuber at my range. Like, as of right now, I have, I don't know, 1,360-ish subscribers, you know. I don't even know how I deserve this. I really don't. So anyway, it's a huge chance. It's amazing for me to, like, feel this, you know, to feel this love and this support from a brand. I don't even know. I don't know how people do it, how YouTubers do it, who get PR all the time. I don't know, maybe you stop feeling this. You stop feeling so strongly about it. But for me, this is my second PR. When it comes to makeup, of course, I'm getting PR in scarves, but this is amazing. And again, thank you so much, Rebel Rouge Labs. I am speechless. I'm seriously speechless. Thank you for this huge opportunity. And yeah. All right, that is it for today. I hope you did enjoy, and I'll see you here next time for my next video, which is going to be super soon. If you did like the video, then give it a like. Leave me your comments in the comments section down below. If you're new here, then please subscribe, and up until next time, go ahead and sparkle. Hugs and kisses. Bye.